They feel they can get on a roll. Vaughan Maybury gets us going. And the tip is won by the Breakers, your officials this afternoon. Say good afternoon to you officially on air. 6 straight wins by away teams. Here's Lopez giving the away team the right sort of start in this one.
Well, good up.
Simple inbound from Parker Jackson Cartwright. Lopez with the rest, and Kendrick Davis up and running again after a good game last start against Melbourne. 34 points. Double figures every game this season. Kendrick Davis, his first as a king for Kendrick. The home team on level terms early as Menenga. Tim Suarez loses a grip, so it's been a stuttery start by the Kings, and Lopez takes the most from it. Dellavedova forced to go outside. Tim Suarez puts it on the floor. Back to Delhi in the corner. 3 more for Matthew Dellavedova.
It has. He's starting to shoot the ball about 45% in the last few games from the three-point line, as there goes Brockington. But Dellavedova really starting to sink that 3-ball, which is certainly opening up the game for him.
Development of Karim Lopez unfolding before our eyes. Great to watch. Immensely talented next star, Menenga, tough. Good signs for the Breakers early, a 12-8 lead. Suarez fires the 3-ball. Does it lip away. Brockington the rebounds. Oh, Menenga just rips away from Suarez. Flushes and hangs for effect.
Well, look at this move here, John. Suarez didn't even see him. Menenga, look, that is a beautiful move by Menenga.
Davis fires a 3-ball successfully again. He races to 8 points. Jackson Cartwright, they go back to Menenga, averaging 17 points, 8 rebounds, a couple of assists per game. There's your answer. PJC says, let me drop the 3. Lopez just exploring through the keyway. He kicks it out to Baker, and Baker fires the 3 successfully and lets us all know. They've lost their most recent start, haven't been able to find any inconsistency in between. Cooks off the floor, off the glass, and in. Ball movement, Isaiah Liafa on the end of it, and put back by Baker. Basketball eternity ago in a jam-packed schedule, Brad.
It is.
Dellavedova, fade away, off the glass and miss. Isaiah Brockington. 3 more for Isaiah. PJC for Menenga, the Breakers' leading scorer so far with 7. PJC flips the 3.
Loves Kudos Bankarina like we spoke about before. Dilly misses that. Here he goes again. Looking to go to Menenga, you'd think.
Menenga guarded by Suarez, tipped in by Carlin Davison.
Well, this is fantastic basketball here from New Zealand. They're playing the defense that Joe and I spoke about before, and PJC is just leading this team beautifully as Xavier Cooks banks it off the glass.
Luckily the build is finished. Defensive breakdown. Well, if anyone's going to spot that, it's Matthew Dellavedova.
Great pass.
Jackson Cartwright sets it up for Carlin Davison to put a full stop on it. There's a play from the Breakers.
As he comes down the court, sees Davidson here, and upstairs he goes.
Again, it was Jackson Cartwright denied an assist because Brockington couldn't find the net. There's a swing as Suarez scores at the other end.
Outside of Kendrick, just over-dribbling and trying to make plays.
Suarez,
that's a good play.
Kendrick Davis really busy scoring early. It's stopped a little for Kendrick. He's on 8 points, 2 of 5. Now, wow.
Well, it's a good move. He wasn't even looking for that at the beginning of the season. Really starting to look better.
So how does Kwatnoi finish the way only Kwat can? Now the crowd at Kudos Bank Arena is making a bit of noise. A bit of quad noise. Oh, Matty. Karim Lopez. Tough shot. Oh, my. Bruce. Roll inside 5 now, goes back to Xavier Cooks. He gets close, can't finish, takes his own rebound, then scores. It was the Breakers by 8 at quarter time. Well, the Kings eating into that as Parker Jackson Cartwright with the and one. Kendrick Davis with the ball. Xavier Cooks still out there. Here's Galloway. Jalen Galloway forces the foul on the Breakers, provides the finish.
But look how tough he is getting to the hoop. That's the fever. Jalen Galloway we saw that was in New Zealand just struggling there on the offense.
Only 12 points in this quarter, Brad, the Breakers, and Kendrick Davis adds 3 more to the tally and locks it up. Now do the New Zealanders come out of that timeout. Shot clock inside 5 now. Parker Jackson Cartwright has to go. And what about that? 20. Xavier Cooks working on Menenga off the glass. Xavier Cooks, they won that period 22-16, and they're back within a shot as we start the second half to wrap up round 8 of Hungry Jacks NBL and Sam Menenga. The potential momentum changes, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Suarez bangs bodies with Menenga down low, spins, Menenga gets there and blocks it.
Well, that is 2 big bodies, Matty.
The Breakers to get out by 8. Should they have led by more at quarter time, perhaps, in New Zealand?
Yeah, I do. I think New Zealand have let them off, and even here, probably a few more scores is what they need because the Kings have not come out, as PJC says, leave it to me.
Remembering it was 41-37 at half-time. That's better.
That's just tough. Pretty, but go back to that simple basketball.
Kendrick Davis spotted a hole, but instead kicked it out for Bull Qual. His shot short, rebound Brockington. Parker Jackson Cartwright.
5 assists. He is ready and going today.
They are slugging it out, the 2-point guards. Kendrick Davis, Parker Jackson Cartwright. Qual catches enough the rim. Are they back, Illawarra? Well, maybe a few people will be jumping on board if they can beat the Kings a week down the track. Here's Parker Jackson Cartwright. Oh, yes! He let it fly from a long way outside, and it never looked like missing. Kwatnoi, he can't score. The crowd riding every King shot at the moment, hoping it goes in. And there is Karim Lopez elevating again the momentum that New Zealand is commanding at the moment. Look at this from the 8.
And I think that's a good point that Joe makes, but I think it's coming from their defense by not getting enough stops. Now there's one and go.
Dellavedova surveys the landscape, sees Xavier Cooks ready to build a head of steam, which he does, and scores.
Well, as I said, Isaiah Brockington, I like. Every shot he's taken is fine, but he's 2 of 10 now. As they're cooking, he is feeling it in this quarter.
On their 3-8 record for the season. They've had only 1 road win this campaign. That was in Wollongong. We've had trouble holding on to a lead as Ruben Tarangi says, let's extend that current lead out to 57.
There's 9 turnovers there, Matty, from the last quarter. And sorry, 8 in that last quarter in the third. And it was 13 all in that quarter for New Zealand. Well, they went 5 of 17 as Zabe puts one off the backboard there. But
the Phoenix and Wildcats by 12 and lost each of those. Their biggest lead in this one was 13. Isaiah Brockington, big corner shot from Isaiah. Which one?
Well, then it's going to OT, Matty.
Prevails or is turned around. Here's Dellavedova, tough from Delhi. The crowd appreciates that.
Down, backs down, sees no one's going to come over, takes the hit. Jeez, tough call there.
Brockington being guarded by Dellavedova. He elevates, leaves the shot short. Rebound Davis. Now full Qual. All Parker Jackson Cartwright could do was swing wildly for the ball and miss. Qual, 9 points on 4 of 5. Super efficient again. Bull Qual off the back of a couple of really strong performances. Parker, Jackson, Cartwright.
He goes Delhi. Oh, great. Another steal there almost from PJC.
Over finds a way to find Davis, and then Xavier Cooks on the end of a Davis delivery.
Don't hold here, guys.
Well, I don't mind the refereeing here by giving a warning.
He's done. We'll get down to Joe Healy, who had a perfect view of that incident. And Parker Jackson Cartwright with the turnover. Joe, over to you.
Yeah, obviously disappointing for Bull Qual to foul out. Gorge was actually asked about it after their win over United, and he seemed to say, "Squat Doyle nails for 3 there."
Now a turnover, Breakers. Galloway finding Kwatnoy, who'll pull up the 3. You can lift the roof at Kinos Bank Arena. Now it really is Kwatnoy's.
Now we've got to execute at the offensive end. Let's see what they can do.
Baker in the corner, letting rip with a 3 ball. To lock it up again.
That's a big 3 from a timeout. Not a great offensive set, nearly a turnover.
Second triple of the game. Kwatnoy fires again, unsuccessfully this time. Sean Bruce gets the rebound, despite being between 3 breakers. Davis, fills it up, and Pet Koppinen.
Matty New Zealand not looking comfortable on the offensive end.
Jackson Cartwright, 23 points, 7 assists, and Menenga. Parker Jackson Cartwright, first player in any team to have a 20-point, 7-assist stat line against the Kings this season. And now they foul Xavier Cooks. And against Melbourne, both of them on the road. Trying to go 3 in a row, and Isaiah Brockington is here to stop them. It looked good for a long while.
Better set. That's the shot they want to take, this man.
Davis grabbed the rebounds. Galloway, shoulder to shoulder with Brockington, and shouldering his way to more points. It had been the Breakers for all bar 8 seconds of it. On the back, predominantly of this man, Parker Jackson Cartwright, ably assisted by Sam Menenga. Menenga up to 13 points. It's Noi for Bruce. He's trying to fill it. And Noi scraps the ball, but it bounces for PJC. Cooks gets away from the defense. Davis spots it, and Xavier scores. We'll go with the 18 points. 4 defensive rebounds as well. Menenga shooting over Noi, and it rattles home. By 2 at 3/4 time. Now they're up by 4 with 20 seconds to play.
That's no timeouts left for New Zealand, so they've just got to play. Just wondering if they're going to do this foul here.
Does Parker Jackson Cartwright go it alone? There's the answer. He passes off. Isaiah Leafa, door stays ajar. It's the Kings by 5.
Gorge has still got a timeout left, so you can advance the ball. There is really no way you should lose this game, and there's cross-court from New Zealand.
A 3rd straight success. He'll be mightily pleased with that as they turn to Illawarra in the Gong next Sunday, and Dellavedova puts a full stop on it. The Kings, having trailed for all bar 8 seconds to 3/4 time, storm home over the top of the Breakers.